Siegfried makes us stop and think, because Wagner took a break between the completion of the composition of Act 2 and the composition of Act 3 of Siegfried. So there's a big gap there. I think it's about 17 years. And during that time, he wrote Tristan, he wrote Meistersinger. So, you know, it's quite amazing how complex his development was as a composer in this period between 2 and 3. As a conductor, I'm very well aware of it because there is a new chromaticism in the music from Act 3 onwards and into Götterdämmerung that has obviously developed out of Tristan and his work through Tristan, and that isn't present in the first part of Siegfried. However, I must say already in Act 1 of Siegfried, Wagner takes us in a whole new direction, completely different to where we've been with Walküre. If you like to think symphonically, you could almost think that Rheingold was the first movement. Walküre was the adagio, the love movement. Acts 1 and 2 are the scherzo. And a completely different character. I find Act 1 of Siegfried to be one of the most exhilarating things to conduct in the repertoire. Then we get to Act 3 and things change considerably. The music change becomes much more strings focused, very emotional, espressivo, as one would expect coming out of Tristan. It becomes very massive, really huge. It's very difficult to keep a comfortable balance between the orchestra and the stage in Siegfried. We meet returning characters. We meet the woodbird, but she doesn't sing. We just hear her motifs. We meet Erda, and she sings in a much more extravagant and emotional way than she does in Rheingold. We meet Wotan, of course, again, and Siegfried, in one of the most magical moments of the whole ring, finally meets Brunhilde. One would think a composer would make this the biggest moment of all, but in fact, Wagner does exactly the opposite. He takes it right down to a long passage just for the violins. It's extremely beautiful, and it has a character that is crystalline, as the air on the top of the mountain where Brunhilde has been banished to sleep. As you would imagine that air to be, it is crystal and magic and powerful. And there is something jubilant about their meeting and their joy. And in true 19th century style, that jubilation means we finish in C major, and we're ready for the disasters that will come in Götterdämmerung.